So after we have analyzed the first application, CityMapper, in this section we want to discuss and analyze about the second application, Moovit. In this section we also want to compare the strengths and the weakness between CityMapper and Moovit. So based on the function, Moovit has the same function with the CityMapper. Moovit is a service provider and journey planner app, same as CityMapper, and Moovit is an Israel-based mobility, but now it was bought by Intel for $1 billion. Based on the EnglishGlobes.co.il, as you can see, some media said that Intel bought Moovit for $100 million, and there is also some media's report that Intel set to buy Moovit for $1 billion. So we move to the application Moovit. In the home page, or when we tap the app, we are directed to the picture of the city landmark we chose as the setting. So when I installed this app for my mobile phone, I set to Singapore. For example, Singapore with the landmark Marina Bay Sands Hotel. So when we tap the app and we direct it to the picture of the Marina Bay Sands Hotel as the landmark of Singapore, and then we can also find one question: where do you want to go as a service? As you can see, this app is also provide and can serve yourself to many metro area or many country that you want to visit, that you want to reach in reaching a destination, in getting destination. And then we want to discuss about the social function. Based on our analysis, the first social function is to help people get to their destination in the smoothest way possible by combining all options for real-time trip planning and payment in one app. And then the second is provide cities, transit agencies or operators and all organizations with mobility challenge, with mobility solution covering planning, operations, and analytics, with proven value in reducing congestion, growing readership, and increasing efficiency and asset utilization, ultimately shifting car drivers to consume public and shared mobility. The third social function is to guide people in getting around town effectively and conveniently using any mode of transit. And the last social function is to help people change the way they consume mobility by fully integrating all forms of transport, including all modes of public transit, local bicycle services, ride-hailing, the online transportation like Uber or even Lyft, scooters, car sharing, and carpooling. And then we move to the strengths. It's same with the CityMapper. Moovit is also free. This is the same with the CityMapper that I said previously. You can download it in Play Store or App Store freely. So when we go to the App Store and then we search Moovit, yeah, you can download if your software operating system is Android, so you can download in Play Store. And if your phone is Apple or iPhone, so you can download in App Store. So the second strength is compatible with desktop web mode. So we move to the browser and then we go to the website of Moovit. So as you can see, the appearance or the display is different with the app, but when you want to see about the Moovit main features and all about the Moovit, so you can reach the desktop mode. The third strength is real-time arrivals. So the Moovit is viewing real-time arrival updates which are taken directly from GPS devices positioned by bus and train. Avoid wasting time guessing train times or bus times. So when we go to the app and then where we want to go, so I want to go to the Orchard Road in Singapore. So I'm from, for example, Marion Park, Church Roads. And then as you can see, this app is also same as the City Mapper, provide estimated time, real-time arrivals that you can get in every using in transportation that you want to use. The fourth strength is real-time alerts. Know about issues ahead of time by receiving resurfaced alerts such as emergency or unexpected disruptions, delays, traffic jams, new construction, and more, so that you can plan ahead if your bus time and train time changes. So when you use this app, it also give the alert or notification about the condition of the road that you want to pass, and then it's like the same feature of City Mapper. It also provides the issue that happen in reality, usually display in the home page. As you can see, this issue is also give you information about the reduction of train services, like the effective dates, and then as you can see, updated information. Due to Singapore implementing circuit breaker against COVID-19, all train services will be temporarily reduced with the effect from 17th April 2020 to 1st June 2020. The details of the reduction of train services will be listed below. So this is the list of the train service that you want to use. So there is the change schedule. The next the strength is live navigation. Get step-by-step bus directions and other transit directions with live guidance from A to B. Know how long you need to walk to your station, view the arrival time of your line, receive get-off alerts at your destination, and more. So if you for example, you choose the one transportation that you want to use. So this application, it gives you directions, for example, walk to Raffles Place, and then give the detailed directions that you have to do to reach your destination. For example, start from Putra Road, continue straight on Esplanade Drive, make a U-turn left at Esplanade Drive, and so on. And the sixth, the strength is users reports. Moovit users report is just found with station, line, service, and schedule so that we can inform all nearby riders about what's going on in their area. So we move to the home page, and then we can see agency alerts. So in this feature, we can give the information that we get from the reality that happen in the street or even the road. So this is the feature for give the information from the other users of this Moovit, and it can help the other users to get the alternative routes, and then about the schedules that has been changed, that has been changing, inform all nearby riders about what's going on in the area. The seventh, the strength is favorite lines, station, and places. So get easy access to lines, stations, and places you ride and visit all the time. Plus get real-time updates if or when there are changes to your favorite lines in case of your bus time and train time is impacted. So for example, I choose I want to go to Orchard Road and I'm from Million Park. So we can choose this journey as as your favorite places that you usually visit, even that is for your daily activity or even for your work. Like this feature that makes you easy to add the favorites, and then for example I choose the Orchard Road as Orchard Road will be displaying in this feature, in this favorites feature. And next, the eighth, the strength is bike routes. Get bike routes in addition to the bus, subway, train, or metro trip plans. So if you ride bikes, even if yours or shared, you can plan a route that includes the train or bus. This app helps you plan a trip that meets your transit needs. Bike trip plans are only available in supported metro areas. So if your city is providing bike routes, bike trip that makes you easy to get the destination or even station that you want to reach. For example, I want to go to escape room and then Marian Park. So you can use bike like this one. This is the bike routes that you can do for reach some or even destination or even some destination. For example, if you want to go to the Orchard Road, so the first you will have to turn left towards Fullerton Road, and then turn left towards Collier Quay, and then the third turn slightly right at Fullerton Promenade, and so on and so on. So these applications also provide the bike routes, and also even you choose for walking, for example. This is also the strength of this application, and City Mapper is not having this feature. The ninth is Maps View. So this application view all stations, routes, and lines on the subway or bus map. Yeah. In this strength is also same as the strength of City Mapper. So you can see the map from your place to your destination. And then next, the strength is get live information about congestion and disruptions like accidents and roadworks that we have discussed. And then the 11th, the strength it covers a wider area than City Mapper. Yeah, this point is also make a difference between Moovit and City Mapper. If City Mapper is only covers some countries, and this application Moovit it covers a wider area than City Mapper. So you can see in this feature, for example, I choose settings and then I choose the metro area. So as you can see, almost every country in the world is covered by Moovit. Amazing. And then for the detail, this application Moovit is covers 98 countries and in 45 languages. So if we have discussed when we discuss about the City Mapper that only covers 9 languages, so Moovit it covers 45 languages. So every country can understand, can use this app as the journey plan. So we move to the desktop web mode, and then we want to change language. As you can see, many language that you want to use, and the amount or the number of these languages is 45 languages. Okay, the next strength is display the distance from one point to another. So when we go to the City Mapper and then we choose for example, we set a destination for Orchard Road. So there's no estimated distance from one to another point. As you can see in City Mapper, from Fullerton Square to Esplanade Bridge, there is no estimated distance. And for example, you should be walking for what distance that you should walk, and whereas City Mapper, I mean Moovit, is provided. For example, I want to go to the Orchard Road and then I choose Millennium Park as a starting point. So it provides you to get the every estimated distance. For example, walk to Raffles Place, the estimated distance is 460 meters, and then ride to Somerset, there is 3 stops, and then there's also estimated time, same with the City Mapper, but City Mapper is not providing the distance from one point to another. And then I choose this destination, and then for example, you walk to Orchard Road, is about 90 meters, and you can reach in 1 minute by turning left towards Somerset Road. So it also makes the difference between Moovit and Citymapper. The 13th, the strength is the symbols displayed are also easy to understand. Yeah, it's the same as the Citymapper. And the 14th, this app is displaying the stops you will pass before you reach to the stop you want to, same as the Citymapper. Yeah. And then the 15th, gives the detail of the directions when you take for walking or even cycling. Yeah, for example, I choose the biking route, and then this app is gives the detail of directions when you take for cycling. For example, turn left towards Fullerton Road, turn left towards Collier Quay. Yeah, it's different with the Citymapper that only provide, for example, provide like the colors that maybe the users considered that this function is not as important as the directions from every route. This Citymapper is only displaying about the the estimated time that you will achieve or reach, and then there is no, as you can see, there is no detail of directions that you will do in every step. And the 16th, this app also attacks the cost you have to pay, so it makes you better prepared. Yeah, same as the Citymapper, also provide, for example, this one, Singapore dollar, $0.92, and then if you want to get the third bicycle, you have to pay more, 1.02 Singapore dollar when you want to get on bicycle to the station or terminal. And then the last strength is you can take a roll to upload your photo and then attach it to the related spot you have ever visited. So for example, I choose this one, and then there is a feature photo that you can use. For example, when you arrive a destination and you want to help another users to get the information like the physical appearance of the destination of the place or the landmark, so you can use this application to make, or even to make you create a photo. And then the weaknesses. We have 5 weaknesses. The first one is not cover all areas in Indonesia. Yeah, this app is different with the Citymapper. If we talk about Citymapper is not providing or covering the Indonesia area, but Moovit is cover Indonesia area, but not all area in Indonesia. For Indonesia service, Moovit only covers areas in Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, and Bali. For Sumatra areas, there are Batam and Palembang. For Java areas, there are Bandung, Banyuwangi, Jabodetabek, Kediri, Malang, Semarang, Surabaya, Surakarta, dan Yogyakarta.